Middle Passage annually in Atlanta. And we do it in the most authentic way possible. Like, it could be right now, and captures will rush in these doors and grab you. Right? It's never planned. Folks never know when it's coming. Right? And they literally grab you and tie you up and take you to the place where we do the reenactment. You could be in the middle class, you could be outside walking with a friend, and it just happens. Right? It's extraordinarily intense. People are furious, just furious. You know, folks threaten to call their mama and call the police. You know, the only problem is that you have no cell phone on this boat, right? And we literally pack people in, like in a room like this. We'd have 500 or 600 folks in, right? We're lying on top of each other, and therefore, you know, it's well choreographed, and so it takes hours. Folks are wet and waters and their hose down, and with cat o' nine tails, folks are the whole thing. And I don't know that yet in 20 years I've seen anybody come out of that ritual and they were not completely transformed. Usually, we almost always do it at night, 9 to 10 o'clock, and it's usually 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning before people have finished processing. It's really, really, really intensely awesome. In fact, it's so emotionally difficult that I keep begging, like, can I be like Middle Passage Emeritus this year? You know? Can I just chill and just, you know, shake people's hand as y'all come out? You know? But of course, it never works out that way. But I love seeing young people. In some ways, the greatest part of the ritual is seeing young people grab hold of each other for dear life. Right? Because there are times, you know, where we're trying to separate people, and it could be a brother or sister, or two brothers, two sisters, whatever, who don't know each other. But just to have a flesh next to me, people fight just like it's unbelievable. People always come out bloody, and right, it's really, 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 really phenomenal. And people's transformation is just so unbelievably beautiful. And of course, the whole point is to help you understand the price that was paid for this flesh you're walking around in. Right? And to understand that this is not cheap, right? This is really, 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 really highly precious flesh you get. You know, everybody in the world has longed for and admired this thing called this black flesh, and sometimes we've gotten it and we have forgotten the gift of it. And so this Ma'afa, this Middle Passage, reminds people of that moment. And again, sometimes it takes people days. I've seen literally 2 or 3 days, folks are just wasted, just gone. But when folks get on the other side of it, the transformation is unbelievably clear. One year we had a husband and wife we captured, and they had a baby, and she was in a stroller. The baby was in a stroller. So we captured the wife, right? And we took the baby elsewhere. Oh dear God. It was it was unbelievable. But on the ship, the husband and wife found each other, crawling around the room in the dark, and they found each other and they were holding on, right? And they were just trembling and holding on. And she kept saying, "Where's my fucking baby?" She was just screaming. What we didn't know is that a week before they had filed for divorce. Oh. We did not know. And they're still together now. This is years ago. Yeah.